everyone, I am Malika, your maths expert from Dia Educates. Welcome to our channel Maths Ke Fundas. Hello students, I am your maths expert and today we are going to discuss a very interesting topic which is probability. You must have studied this topic in class 9th also. So let us recap and continue the topic. So there are so many situations in real life related to probability. Actually, probability started with the game of gambling. Now, this subject has a vast scope. It is used almost in all subjects: physics, sociology, chemistry, and almost all subjects, right? So, this concept begins in the 18th century and was given by Simon Laplace, right? So this was given by Simon Laplace. So what is the actual meaning of probability, right? So by probability we mean, in real life I can give you so many examples, like your mom says it may rain or not. Probably the guest will come. Most probably you will not get good marks, or I doubt you will fail. So the words probably, most probably, doubt, most probably, doubt, chances. You say lot of time while watching cricket match, you say chances of winning Indian team is 50-50. So all these conditions leads to uncertainty, means you are not sure about the event, right? You are not sure about the event. It may occur or may not occur, right? So these all conditions in which real life we arises and we use the concept of probability. Now we know, we have studied in class 9th also probability. The probability is of two types, right? One is your experimental, right? One is your experimental probability and other is your theoretical probability, right? So experimental we also call it as empirical probability. We will discuss this one by one, and this is also known as classical probability, right? So in class 9th you have studied experimental probability, which is based on actual experiments, right? These are based on your actual experiments you do in your physics, chemistry, the readings you get. Now this is based on random experiments, right? So this is based on your random experiments, right? Now in class 9th you have studied about this topic. Now we have to study about this theoretical or classical. So few terms which we will use in this are, now in theoretical probability we have to use these three terms. So what are these? Let's study. So first of all, it's event. So what is an event? Anything, any collection of outcomes. Suppose tossing of a coin is an event, right? So for example, tossing of a coin is what? It's an event, right? So tossing of a coin is one of the event. Throwing the dice is another event, right? So another term used in this, random experiment. It means doing an experiment without interference or without any bias, right? So random experiment means experiment conducted without any bias. For example, in tossing of a coin, head and tail, there are two outcomes. It's not that coin is like both side head, okay? Now the third term used is equally likely outcome, right? So equally likely means, the word equal itself explains, means same chances, right? So each event or each outcome has same probability of coming up. For example, in tossing of coin, the probability of coming head and coming tail is same. It's 50-50, right? You don't know what will happen, right? So similarly in throwing of a dice, the probability of getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6, anything may happen. So the chances are equally likely outcome, right? So these three terms we have to clear the concept, and then we have to use this in probability. Once again, event is what? Collection of outcomes. Then random experiment conducted without any biasness, right? And equally likely means same chance of getting the outcome. There is no biasness. Now we are going to discuss different types of events, right? So one is your elementary event, then sure event, then impossible event. Let us discuss them one by one. So first is elementary event. So what do you mean by elementary event? When the outcome is only one. So when the outcome of an experiment is only one outcome, right? So when one outcome is there, that is known as elementary event. And what about sure event? Sure event means the event which is sure, which is certain, which is 100% sure to occur, right? This is 100% it will occur, right? And what about impossible event? Impossible event is event which does not happen, which does not occur, right? Which does not occur is your impossible event. Now let's discuss one by one again with example. So elementary event. Suppose we toss a coin. So in tossing of a coin, coming up head or a tail, there is only one outcome, right? Either it can come as head or it can come as tail, right? So this is your elementary event where the outcome is only one. Now sure event is what? Suppose in a bag there are 5 green balls and 2 red balls, and I said what is the probability of getting green ball? So there is a probability of getting green ball because it's in the bag. So the chances are sure it will occur, right? Or in other words, if I said in a bag there are only 3 green balls, and what is the probability of getting green ball? So in that case, it is sure to happen that if we take out one ball at a random, so it will be of green color, right? So it is your sure event. Now in impossible event, suppose in a bag there are 5 green balls, 2 yellow balls, and I want what is the probability of getting a red ball? When there is no red ball in the bag, so how it can come? How the event can occur? So in this case, impossible, right? So the probability here is 0, because when there is no red ball, how can it happen? How can we get a red ball from a bag which doesn't contain it, right? So these are your elementary event, sure event and impossible event. Now let's discuss more about event and probability of event. So we denote event by E. So probability of any event is what? Number of favorable outcomes. So how many outcomes are favorable to it? And total number of outcomes. So we'll write number of favorable outcomes, right, divided by total number of outcomes, right? So this is the probability of any event to be found. So total number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes, right? So let's see. And sum of probabilities of all elementary event is 1. So note down sum of probabilities of all elementary events, right? Sum of probabilities of all elementary events is 1. Right? And in the third point, very important point, which is if E we denote by event, and E the event, probability of E means probability of occurring an event E. So if we denote E bar, so this means probability of not occurring an event, right? So probability of not occurring an event, right? PE we denote probability of occurring an event, and PE bar we denote probability of not occurring an event. And so we can say probability of occurring an event plus probability of not occurring an event is equals to 1, right? So probability of occurring any event and probability of occurring not is 1. So we can say probability of any event is greater than equal to 0 and less than equal to 1. So mathematically we can write it as probability of any event is greater than equal to 0 and less than equal to 1, right? So probability lies between 0 to 1. It can be 0 also, it can be 1. For if 0, that is your impossible event, and for 1, that is your sure event. So in this chapter we have to discuss these different types of questions. Look at this. First, the questions are based on coin, on dice, and drawing a ball or drawing anything from a bag, then based on cards, and then probability of occurring an event and not occurring an event, right? Suppose in coin we know the event, what all event can occur in a tossing of one coin. It can be either head or it can be either tail. So there are two outcomes. And if I say tossing of two coins, then outcome will be different. We will discuss them one by one. Now, based on dice, we know the event will be what? It can come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, right? So any outcome can happen, right? So the questions are based on dice, and based on dice we can throw the dice once and twice also, right? Again, drawing a ball. Suppose there is a bag and we have drawn a ball of red color, green color random, and what is the probability? These type of questions. And another based on cards. So playing cards, you must have seen playing cards. It contains 52 pack of cards, well shuffled 52 pack of cards, right? And last one is probability of occurring an event and probability of not occurring an event. So these kind of questions can come in your exams. So let's discuss them one by one. So based on coin. Now if we toss a coin only one time or single coin is tossed, then the outcome is this. And now if we toss it twice, then what will be the outcome? It will be, if the coin is tossed 2 times, right? So then your outcome will be either head on the first and tail on the second coin, or either head or head on the both coins, or tail on the first coin and head on the second, and tail, right? So these are all your outcomes when we toss the coin twice or 2 coins are tossed simultaneously, means at the same time, right? So these questions are based on these concepts, right? Now based on dice. So if we roll the dice once, we will get the outcome as this. But if we roll the dice twice, then how many outcomes will be there? We will see in the question. Now if we see on dice, questions are like this. If we throw the 2 dice simultaneously, what will be the outcome, right? So outcome will depend upon 6 into 6, there will be 36 outcomes, right? First, die first, there will be 1, and in second, there will be 2. So like this, there are so many outcomes. First, and 1 on the first die, 1 on the second. 1 on the first, 2 on the second. 1 on the first, 3 on the second, like so on. And similarly 2 on the first, 1 on this. 2, 2, right? 2, 3. So this likewise 6 on the first die and 1 on the second, 6 on the first. So how many outcomes will be there? There will be, in all, there will be how many outcomes? There will be 36 outcomes, right? So before finding out probability, you should know how many outcomes will be there. Now, drawing a ball. Drawing a ball means at random you will draw a ball. There can be outcome, there can be green ball, there can be red ball. So based on this we have to see the questions. And now based on cards also we will discuss them in detail. The pack of well-shuffled pack of 52 cards and the probability of occurring an event and probability of not occurring an event is 1. So let's discuss about the cards. You must have seen the playing cards. So to understand the questions of cards, based on cards, we have to have the knowledge of cards, right? So there are 52 cards in a well-shuffled pack, right? So in this, 26 cards are your black ones and 26 are your red ones. They are further categorized into 4 suits, right? So they are further categorized into 4 suits. First, 13 spade, 13 clubs. So spade is this type of shape and 13 club, this is your club shape, and 13 hearts and 13 diamonds. Now first of all, what do you mean by digit cards? Why I am telling you about digit cards? Sometimes in the question it's asked about digit cards. So from 1 to 9 all are your digit cards. And what about honor cards? So Jack, Queen, King and Ace, right? You must have seen them. Jack, Queen, King and Ace. So these are known as your honor cards. And face cards? Face cards are your Jack, Queen and King. These are your face cards. So all suits have 3 this: Jack, Queen and King. Jack, Queen, King. Jack, Queen, King. So in all there are how many face cards are there in 52? 3 into 4. That is your 12. So how many face cards are there? 12. Likewise, how many are they? Digit cards are, there are 9999 digit cards, right? 1 to 10. All are your digit cards. So from here we can say 9 into 4 we have 36 digit cards. So there are 36 digit cards, and further we can say here 18 are black and 18 are red ones, right? And similarly, how many honor cards are there? So each suit is having 4 honor cards. So 4 by 4 is your 16. So 4 by 4 is your 16 honor cards, and 8 are red ones and 8 are black ones. Similarly, in this we have 12 cards, face cards. 6 are black and 6 are red. I hope this concept is clear to you. Now we will do the questions related to probability. Now let us try to solve these questions. See, the question is, it is given that in a group of 3 students, the probability of 2 students not having the same birthday is 0.092. Here the word important is not. So this is given the probability of not having the same birthday. So what is the probability that 2 students have same birthday? So we will start with, let E be the event of 2 students having same birthday, right? Of 2 students having same birthday. And now, so probability of not having, let E be the event of 2 students having same birthday, and we denote not by PE bar, right? Probability of not occurring an event. So we will write it by PE bar. So this is probability of not occurring an event. So this means this is the probability of two students not having the same birthday, right? So not having same birthday. So here word not is very important. So as we know, the probability lies between 0 and 1. It can be 0 also, it can be 1 also. So probability of occurring an event plus probability of not occurring an event is what? Equals to 1, right? So probability of occurring an event, it is not given to us. It is we have to find out this, right? And probability of not occurring an event is 0.092, which is equals to 1. Now from this we can calculate probability of occurring an event is 1 minus 0.092, which comes out to be 0.908. So this is the question related to occurring an event and not occurring an event. Now let's discuss another question. So Deepak tosses two different coins simultaneously. What is the probability that he get at least one head? So look at the word at least. So at least one head. First of all, let us write the outcomes of an event of tossing of coin. Two coins, right? So we can say that in tossing of two coins, what will be the outcomes? So tossing of two coins or tossing two coins simultaneously, one and the same outcomes are going to come. So our outcomes are head on the first coin and tail on the second. Both head, then one tail and one head, and both tail. So total number of outcomes are how many? So there are 4 outcomes, right? So total number of, this denotes total number of outcomes. Now what we have to do is, now we have to see how many in the favor of at least one head. One head should be there, right? So look, here it's one head, here it's head. So there are 3 favorable events, right? So favorable outcomes, how many are they? In the favor of at least one head, there are 3 favorable outcomes. So we have to find out the probability of at least one head. So probability of getting at least one head is, we know the formula, it's number of favorable outcomes, yes, upon total outcomes, right? So number of favorable outcomes divided by total outcomes. So here number of favorable outcomes are 3 and total outcomes are how many? 4. So our probability is 3 by 4. So this is our required answer. Let's see another question based on dice. So the question is, a die is thrown once, right? So find the probability of getting a prime number and in the second part an odd number, right? So first we have to write the outcome of throwing a die, right? So let's see the solution. So on throwing a die, what are the possible outcomes? It can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So these are your possible outcomes. Now we have to see prime numbers. Out of these, how many are prime numbers, right? So you know what is prime number? Prime numbers are number which have 1 and number itself as its factor, right? So prime number, from here we can see the prime number 2, 3 and 5. These are your prime numbers. So how many numbers are there? They are in all 3. So our formula for probability of getting a prime number is number of favorable outcomes. So how many are they? They are 3. And total outcomes. So total outcomes are how many? 6. And on further solving, this comes out to be 1 by 2. Right? So let us look at second part. So you can identify the odd numbers. So odd numbers are here 1, 3 and 5. So again there are how many possible outcomes? There are 3 possible outcomes, right? So the probability of getting an odd number is number of favorable outcomes, right? Here it is 3 upon total outcomes. So what is your total outcome? It's again 6. This comes out to be 1 by 2. Let's look at the next question, which is based on playing cards, right? You must have seen playing cards. So one card is drawn from well shuffled deck, right? Of 52 cards. So there are how many cards? 52 cards in a pack of cards, right? Find the probability of getting first king of red color. We want the probability of king which is of red color, right? Then a face card, then a spade, and the last part jack of hearts, right? So first of all, in a well shuffled pack cards, we have how many? We will write number of cards. How many are they? They are 52. So in the first part, king of red color. So how many kings are there of red color? Only 2. So probability of king, that too of red color, is how many are in the favor? 2. And the total outcomes? 52. So we get, on solving this, what we get? 1 by 26, right? Again, in the part B, a face card. So how many face cards are there in 52 pack of cards? There are 12 face cards, right? So how many face cards are there? They are 12 in number, right? So probability of getting face card is favorable outcomes 12 divided by total outcomes, which is 52. You can further solve this. In the third part, it is probability of getting a spade. So spade, how many spades are there? There are 13 spades. So in the C part, it's a probability of a spade. So how many spades are there? There are 13 spades. And the probability of getting spade is what? Total outcomes, you will write in denominator. So they are 52 and favorable are 13. So you can further solve it. This comes out to be 1 by 4. And in the last part, it's the jack of hearts. We know we have 13 hearts and jack is only 1 in that 13 hearts, right? So jack is jack of hearts. We have how many? Only 1. So probability of getting jack of hearts is what? Favorable outcomes only 1 and the total outcomes are 52. Thank you for watching the video. If you like it, please subscribe our channel, and for more videos keep watching, and I will be very soon back with you my next video.